A political blame game has erupted in Tamil Nadu following a stampede at TVK Chief Vijay's political rally in Karur that resulted in 41 deaths. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MP Stalin hit out at the BJP, saying that the party is trying to gain some political mileage out of the incident. Questioning BJP's intention, Stalin said that NDA delegation was sent not out of any genuine concern for Tamil Nadu, but simply because elections are at the corner. He also questioned why no inquiry commissions were set up for Manipur riots, Gujarat bridge collapse or Kumbh Mela stampede in Prayagraj. Well, now the big question being raised is that whether this would in fact be used as a political stint. Meanwhile, BJP MP Anurag Thakur, who is part of the BJP ND delegation that visited Karur, wrote to Chief Minister Stalin and urged him to take complete charge of the situation and asked the concerned authorities to furnish a report at the earliest. AIADMK Chief Palaniswamy as well as has accused Stalin government of failing to protect people and politicizing the tragedy by shifting the blame. Well, this is the big story that we are tracking at the moment. Stalin has hit out against the BJP over Karur. It is being said, questions being raised as to why only Tamil Nadu was singled out for visit by the BJP delegation. Stalin, in fact, asked as to why no such inquiry committees were formed when other tragedies took place in the country, like in Manipur, as well as what happened when it came to the situation in Gujarat bridge collapse, as well as the Kumbh Mela stampede. Meanwhile, BJP MP Anurag Thakur, who is part of the BJP NDA delegation that visited Karur, wrote to Chief Minister Stalin and urged him to take complete charge of the situation and asked the concerned authorities to furnish a report at the earliest. AIADMK Chief Palaniswamy has also accused the Stalin government of failing to protect people and politicizing the tragedy by trying to shift focus from what exactly happened in Karur. There have been questions being raised as to why the appropriate police personnel were not there on the ground. Police have said that the crowds that in fact gathered at Karur had swelled their expectations and they were not expecting such a huge crowd at that location. Meanwhile, there have been reactions coming in from the other parties as well. Many of them have asked the government to in fact look into what exactly happened when it comes to the security situation, as the law and order situation maintained by the state government, and therefore the police is supposed to have been carrying out its job of ensuring that such huge crowds in fact do not come in the first place. But the visuals show that it was quite a difficult situation on the ground, and the police had also underestimated the number of people who would be coming in for Vijay's speech. Meanwhile, more details are emerging that questions, it's getting more politicized, with questions being raised as to why Stalin in fact has decided to attack the BJP as well. He says that why is it that delegations have been made only for Tamil Nadu visit and not for other tragedies that have occurred across the country? The war of words have been going on between TVK, the DMK as well as the BJP, each one of them asking as to who would be responsible for it. Questions being raised as to how much of permissions were in fact sorted out by the TVK, but at the same time also the issue about how crowd control has in fact drastically failed. Earlier, the police had in fact put out a statement saying that they were estimating according to the information that was given by the TVK, around 10,000 people to the maximum, and they were not expecting 27,000 people on the ground. They had also had a ratio of the number of policemen to man the entire crowd, but that ratio did not in fact work, resulting in the stampede kind of situation. Meanwhile, BJP's focus has been on the polls, is what Stalin has said, and therefore they have in fact had a delegation also to come over at the tragedy site. And this delegation, which was held by which was in fact headed by Hema Malini, the BJP MP, had visited the place, spoke to the people, and at the same time have also said that they would be submitting a report on the issue. Meanwhile, new videos of the Karur tragedy are being circulated on social media. These videos show the confusion that resulted after the stampede. One of the videos shows a man throwing a slipper into the crowd when they were pushing towards Vijay's cavalcade. The visual captures the moment when he throws a slipper straight into the crowd as Vijay's cavalcade was in fact trying to move at that location where there was a dense gathering that had happened here. Several of the TVK cadres had in fact fainted because they were not able to get air, and which also resulted in the situation such as what happened in Karur where the stampede occurred. People had to be lifted and taken away from the location itself. Another video showed a person desperately trying to get Vijay's attention. He was trying to tell Vijay that people have died during the stampede. He is seen shouting at the rooftop of the bus as Vijay was in fact giving the speech, and the person in fact trying to desperately get some kind of attention, where he in fact tried to ask for help as people were in fact falling down because some of them couldn't in fact get enough air and they fainted in that location. During the stampede, several people had fainted. Video also shows that several TVK cadres had also fainted at the site. Vijay's roadshow in Karur occurred on September 27th, and it ended in tragedy after the stampede, claiming at least 41 lives, many of them women and children, and at least 100 people have been injured.